John Mulaney is speaking out in defense of his family after a seemingly innocent comment about children's YouTube star, Miss Rachel, took a dark and disturbing turn. The comedian, 41, revealed that his partner Olivia Munn and their young son Malcolm were subjected to violent threats following a recent joke he made during his hosting monologue on Saturday Night Live in April. During his opening segment, Mulaney had poked fun at the ubiquitous children's performer Ms. Rachel, a beloved figure known for her educational videos that have become a staple for parents of toddlers and young children. While the joke was clearly meant in jest, it didn't land well with some fans online who interpreted it as an attack on the YouTuber. The fallout, Mulaney says, was deeply alarming and went far beyond typical internet criticism. "I did a joke on SNL about Ms. Rachel," Mulaney explained during a recent interview. "It wasn't even harsh. It was just a funny observation about how much kids love her. I never expected the reaction we got." What followed, according to Mulaney, was a torrent of hateful messages and threats, many of which were not directed at him, but at Munn and their 3-year-old son. "We started getting these horrifying messages," he said. "Not just trolls or haters, actual violent threats aimed at Olivia and Malcolm. It was completely unhinged." Mulaney said the nature of the threats prompted them to involve security professionals. "We had to take some real steps to make sure we were safe. I've dealt with internet hate before, but this was different. It wasn't just about me, it was about my family." Olivia Munn, 43, who recently went public with her breast cancer diagnosis and preventive double mastectomy, has remained largely quiet on the matter. Mulaney noted that she was especially shaken by the incident, especially given her already fragile emotional state amid ongoing treatment and recovery. "She's been through so much this year already," Mulaney said. "To then see people threatening her and our son over something that was clearly a harmless joke, it was surreal and disturbing." Mulaney clarified that he and Munn both have great respect for Ms. Rachel, whose real name is Rachel Griffin Accurso. "Our son loves her videos. We watch them all the time. She's wonderful at what she does," he said. "The joke wasn't an attack. It was just me being a comic and exaggerating how pervasive her songs are in our home, like any parent would understand." Ms. Rachel herself has not publicly addressed the incident, nor has she commented on the threats Munn and Mulaney allegedly received. Fans of the YouTube star, however, have continued to debate the matter on social media, with some expressing regret that the situation escalated so drastically. "This kind of online mob mentality is really frightening," Mulaney continued. "We're living in a time where people don't just disagree, they retaliate, and sometimes they retaliate in the worst ways imaginable." The comedian, who has publicly shared his struggles with addiction and his journey to sobriety, said the experience has made him more aware of the intense scrutiny public figures and their families face in the digital age. "I can take the heat. I've been in this business a long time, but I draw the line when people come after my child," he said. "That's not part of the deal. That's not Oak." Mulaney concluded the conversation by urging fans and followers to remember the humanity behind the headlines. "We're just people," he said. "We tell jokes, we live our lives, we raise our kids. That's it. No one deserves to be threatened for doing their job, especially not a child." As of now, no further threats have been reported, and Mulaney says he's hopeful that speaking out will encourage others to think twice before responding with vitriol. "It's possible to not like a joke without wishing harm on someone. We all need to cool down a little." Despite the frightening ordeal, Mulaney emphasized that he's not backing down from speaking his truth or making comedy that reflects his real-life experiences, even if it means pushing boundaries at times. However, he admitted that the situation has forced him to reflect more deeply on the ripple effect that even a lighthearted joke can have in today's hyper-connected world. "I've always believed in the power of comedy to make people laugh, relate, or think," he said. "But now I also see how easily something can be twisted or blown out of proportion. And once it happens, the fallout doesn't always land on the person who said it. Sometimes it lands on the people you love." Mulaney also spoke about the toll the experience has taken on their home life. With a toddler in the mix, he said he and Munn have worked hard to create a peaceful and grounded environment. The intrusion of threats and hostility was not only upsetting, it was a violation of the safety and comfort they fought to maintain.